For part 2, you are given a function f of x equals 2x squared minus 2x plus 20. And the first thing you are being asked is to complete the square to find the vertex form. I am being very specific. You have other ways to do it. I'm asking you to do it by completing the square. So first, leave the plus 20 here for the end. You're going to focus on those two first terms. And the first thing you're going to do is to factor out a, which here is 2. So I'll have x squared, negative 12 divided by 2 is negative 6. So I'll have negative 6x. And here comes the completing the square. So let me replace those parentheses by brackets. Plus 20 stays put for now. First, I bring down the x. Then half of the coefficient, half of negative 6 is negative 3. Then I'm going to square the whole thing. But by doing so, I end up adding the square of negative 3. And to maintain the equality, I'm going to subtract this square. And the square of negative 3 is 9. So I'm going to subtract 9. Then I'm going to redistribute a. So I will have 2 times x minus 3 squared. And 2 times negative 9 is negative 18. And the final form is negative 18 plus 20 is 2. So that's very important for the following questions, is that it gives me the vertex 3, 2. Remember that for h, it's minus h. So whatever you see here, h would be its opposite. All right. B, you are asked to find the domain df. For the domain, it's easy. It's always going to be all real numbers. For the range, here you might want to make sure that you sketch the graph, and you're going to focus on a, which is 2. And when a is positive, the parabola is going to open up, and the vertex is going to end up a minimum. And the minimum value of the range of the y's in that case is k, which is 2. So the is going to start at 2 and then go towards positive infinity. So I'll have 2, positive infinity, not included, of course. And for the last question of this part 2, you need to find the roots of C, which means that, or zeros, x-intercept. That means that you need to solve the following equation. F of x equals 0. And you're going to use the vertex form that you just expressed here. So I'll have 2 times x minus 3 squared plus 2 equals 0. And you just need to do some crossing over. And be careful here. You need to find solve this over the set of complex numbers. So 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. and I'm crossing over the square, so plus or minus, and the inverse of square is square root of -1. And finally, this subtraction of 3 becomes an addition of 3, and so plus or minus, and square root of -1 is just I. That's it for part 2.